Welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. Hello, Rolf.
Hello, fire.
We've left this running and we've changed some of our setup for our bees from last episode. And I just want to go over how we've done it. So each of these resonance servos now have an empty blacklist in them, so it just pulls everything out of the industrial apiaries. Luckily with these automation upgrades, it'll always put these forest queens in as a priority. Back into itself, so that's fine. Anything excess gets pulled out, and honeycombs are filtered to enter our centrifuge, and out the back of our centrifuge we have a blank resonance servo to pull everything out of it. And on here we've got a resonant filter that's set up to accept honey drops with a maximum of 64. So that means the first 64 honey drops will go into here and the rest will move along down the pipe. Now the first thing it hits is this filter, which is honey drops. So anything above the 64 that's in this chest will end up in this squeezer. And everything else ends up in this chest here. Ignore the filters and stuff for a moment because I'm about to explain that. Now one of the side products of this is something called propolis that comes out of the squeezer. So in a bid to make sure it doesn't go anywhere else but this chest, and I had a lack of spots to grab this from, what I've done is set up a retriever over here that's going to look for inventories around and say I want every propolis coming in over here. Now when we did that, what happened was that it dropped the propolis in the chest and then it immediately retrieved it from the same chest and set itself going on a loop. So we've got a signal and filter here that has got propolis in it, and we've got it on a blacklist to make sure that no propolis is allowed through this here to stop the looping. Then the other thing that we had a problem with is we would have items, because we were circumnavigating, because this is trying to get propolis, is it wouldn't allow it to go through this filter over here, because the filter over here only allows honey drops. So I put another item duct in set up here so that it can retrieve the propolis off of the side. And with that connection, it then meant that anything else that was passing by, like beeswax and all of that other stuff, this became a near inventory to jump it into the squeezer, which we didn't want. So what I've done is I've put a dense item duct in here. That dense item duct fools it into thinking this is 1,000 blocks away, this inventory. So now what it will do is, when it's looking for its nearest inventory, is the nearest inventory is actually over here, because this is pretending to be 1,000 blocks away, meaning that we don't put stuff in there that we want. So a little bit confusing, a lot of stuff going on, but hopefully I've explained it enough so that you can keep up with how we did it, and you can understand now why I did that off camera. So the other thing that you saw last episode was that these weren't running at night and we had to keep going to sleep. So light upgrades.
You talk too long.
I did talk too long because I left it night time to try and show this off, but never mind. It is what it is. So it's very easy. Just dump a light upgrade in each of these, and now this will run through the night, and I'm going to do it for this one too. Cool. So that's that set up, and everything's importing into our sub network. Okay, so that's fine. So the next step is I'm going to grab this common drone that we made last episode and combine it with a queen that I've got a decent amount of. It doesn't matter whether it has to be either forest or meadows, and I've only got spare meadows queens, and I'm going to take it out of the pristine stock. And with our advanced mutatron, we're going to put these two in here, and it gives us a choice of a cultivated queen. So let's make a cultivated queen. And grab that. And add this into our setup over here. And very quickly, because we're adding something new to the system, and it's quite easy now because I've changed the way it works. All I need to do is just ignore, and it will retrieve everything. So there we go. And we've got our upgrades in that we need, and this will just keep running, give me cultivated drones that I'm going to need eventually for the next step.
Nice.
Cool. Now, one thing that you might note is that we're going to run out of queens very quickly, and particularly when I want to do the next one, is I'm going to need another common queen. And I think we can employ Britannia to help us with these. So there's the begonia. So we can feed drones to a begonia to power a hyacinth, apparently. So let's try and make those two things. Why don't you grab the stuff for the hyacinth and I'll grab the stuff for the begonia?
Okay.
So looking at the recipe here, I'm going to need black mana pearl, a white mana pearl, and a yellow one. So black, yellow, white, and then white and 3 yellow. So we want black, yellow, and white of the mana ones. And then 1 normal white, I think it was, and 3 yellow. Then finally, as always, we need a seed to finish this off. And apparently, I need a bucket of water. Probably in my backpack, I will have a bucket. There we go. Grab that. So, black, yellow, white, 1 other white, 3 yellow, and then a seed on top gives me a begonia. Nice. Right, so what have you needed for your one, Rolf, for the hyacinth?
Give me a second. I have to prepare it. I need 2 blue petals, 3 cyan petals, and 3 light blue, and 1 redstone root. But I also need some mana petals from them.
So oh, I've got mana petals in this chest over here. I made them yesterday, remember? So all the mana petals are here. They're in the top, well, second row mostly. I thought it'd be easier than messing around.
Yeah. 1 cyan
and these may require some kind of mana, so you may have to grab a mana pool, but we'll deal with that when we're actually doing this stuff in a second. You must have missed something.
Give me a sec. 2 blue mana.
You needed 2 blue mana, 1 cyan mana, 1 light blue mana, and then 1 normal blue, 2 cyan, and 1 light blue. There doesn't seem to be anywhere near enough petals in here at the moment. I think you need the other type of blue, don't you? Yeah. Now try. No? So what I can see, get the recipe up and then I'll call out what's in here. You got it? So there's 2 blue, darker blue mana pearls. 1 light blue mana. Go on.
Could you stand aside? I can't throw them in.
Okay. Have you messed this up?
Nope.
Hey!
Yay!
Right. If I had some dirt, I must have put it back in the ME system. Let me grab some dirt. There we go. We've got a decent amount of dirt now, thanks to the dirt production that we had. Okay. Well, let me start off with putting a begonia in here. Oh, did we complete that quest? Yeah. So I'm going to take the reward bag here. And let's take the unusual hive.
Okay.
So this one says, there's need more drones. Don't feel like making more hives. Feed a hive simp some mana and collect the results. You may even get a princess. Okay, so we're going to need mana for this one. For the begonia, I think we'll produce, if I chuck drones at it, it'll probably produce mana. So what I think we should do is mess around a little bit here. We may have to move this hive synth to like the end there maybe. And let me get the appropriate things. So we need a mana pool of some kind and some kind of spreader. Hopefully I've got the stuff for an elven mana spreader here. So what I'm thinking needs to happen is this collects mana from drones. Then we can dump that in this pool here. And then, oh, I need another spreader. Do we not have any mana petals around? Oh, shit. You're not talking to me anymore, Rolf?
Mana petals?
Yeah.
What kind of?
Any. I'll go grab one from over here.
Oh. Yeah, I was making a scoop for myself.
Okay. Oh, god damn it, it needs to be a mana one. Let me go grab some mana then.
Want me to scoop up the unusual hives?
The what? Oh, yeah, you can do. Just give me a second. Let me get this going. There we go. I think that's the setup that needs to happen. Barring a... we got chest. I think I left a chest in here. Here we go. Right, let's see what happens now. Let me grab some drones that I've got a decent amount of. So we've got some forest drones here. Chuck the forest drones here. And is it creating mana? Something's happening. Let me grab my wand of the forest, which I've probably got. I should have kept it around. There it is. Switch it to function mode. Yeah, so we are getting mana from these bees. Then that should be heading to the hive synth. But unfortunately, it only picks up like one drone at a time. So it doesn't make it the most ideal, although it does chew through them fairly quickly. It's going to make this a little harder to automate. Okay. And how are we getting on over here with our wand?
Oh, I did get a mystical princess
Yeah, me
while
too.
standing there.
Oh, did you? I got a mystical princess. Oh, is that what we got? Well, just by standing here. Or was that from a reward bag?
Yeah. Let me take a look.
So it might
Oh
be
no,
from
it's
the
from
reward bag.
a reward bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we might just have to leave that for a minute. Oh, I know what I can do. I got a mana tablet here. So what I can do is to speed this whole process. This is accepting mana from items. So instead of waiting forever for the mana to come in, I'll just dump mana in. There we go. Now the Hive of Synth is full. And I'll just grab my mana tablet back. Oh, and it's dropping bees all over the place. Interesting.
Maybe make an world interaction upgrade.
That or Hopper Hock.
Could do both.
Getting all sorts of crazy bees out of this. That's really interesting. Okay.
Got some
we've
mundane combs.
We've got a Hopper Hock already, so let me just grab a Hopper Hock. There it is. That's useful having those already pre-made. We'll just put a Hopper Hock here. I don't think it needs mana, from what I remember. I think it just works. So now it should place the bees automatically in there. How are we getting on to be able to prove that that's the case? So that's how many bees we've got right now. Alright, let's watch this chest.
That seems to be working.
I think it's working. Just trying to keep an eye on it, just to see if it increases in any way. I just saw a bee just a second ago, and it's landed. Perfect. Oh, now I'm getting all sorts of extra princesses. That's going to be useful. It's not what I thought it would do. I thought I'd be able to choose what kind of princess. But that works. So, yeah, nice. So anytime we need more bees, I can just fill up my mana tablet and dump it in. I'm not sure about this begonia. It seems a bit too weak for my taste. But certainly with our setup over here, we may be able to work out a way of transferring the mana over a long distance. I also got a Hive of Synth as well, so I got one. So we could...
From quest...
Yeah, from the quest reward. I don't know if it will feed both, but we can try. Yeah, it looks like I can feed both. Now I can get like tons. This is really interesting setup. Sorry, I'm getting a bit kind of like, I've never seen it in action before, and like, whilst I don't like the begonia, the Hive of Synths are awesome. Anyway, let's
Gonna need a bigger chest over there.
Did I not make these last episode? I must have forgotten to detect all of those machines, and now their MBT data will have changed. So what I'm going to do is very quickly make these genetic imprinter transposer. Even though I won't end up using it, I'll need it for this. Hand in. There we go. So I've messed up their MBT data, and we can select two different types of genetic template, I think. Oh no, we're just going to get two different types of genetic template. Let me clear this up and claim my reward. So this one has actually got some chromosomes on it already. So this genetic template is for Valiant Bee, which are normally quite rare, but we've got some. Speed is missing, so a lot of them missing. We've got good fertility on it, good humidity, tolerant flyers, true. That means I think it can go underground. And temperature tolerance is good as well. So there's some good stuff on there. Okay, cool. I'll put those. To be honest, I'm going to want to store them in here because at some point I want to be able to search for this stuff. Right, and I'm also going to clear my inventory to open those other bags that we've got. Don't need the restoration one for now. So I've got 2 greater reward bags. In one of them I've got 3 obsidian. In the other I've got 4 redstone ore, which is poor to say the least. Never mind. Not
I had
great
some
rewards.
emeralds myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, not really interesting.
Alright. Let's finish this thing off by grabbing a blank gene sample. I'm actually just going to grab a whole bunch because I know we're going to need them. So I'm going to claim the rewards. That gives us the light upgrades actually that I made earlier. Or whatever.
Yay.
I won't complain too much. And that should have given me a reward bag as well. A good reward bag. Well, even the great ones haven't been great. So I doubt that's going to be particularly good. Although that is actually good. I got some bloody princesses here.
I only got spawn cows and chicks and stuff, so not really interesting.
Oh, these have got some really good traits on it. Longer life and fast worker and tolerant flyer on it. So what I'm actually going to do, I don't know their requirements though, but I guess we can find out. So I'm going to put a bloody princess and a bloody drone in here with a light upgrade and what else do I want? The lifespan upgrades. So let's just ask for 20 now that we've got... oh, we're missing mushrooms. Let me fix that. Because now we've got lots of mushrooms thanks to the farm.
Yay.
And I can get those lifespan upgrades that I want. I know that we always end up needing a lot of these, so it's good to just make tons. And there we go. So I can leave that running. These seem to be going
gonna put
pretty
an
well.
automation upgrade in.
I already did, didn't I? Or did I forget? Oh, I forgot. There we go. I've got one in there now. And then it needs its item duct and retriever. Mostly what I want from this, to be honest, because I don't really know what those drones give, but I'm going to look it up in a second. So bloody drones. Those bloody drones.
Nice.
Am I going to be able to find out what they give? They just produce honeycombs. I'm sure it's in the middle of a beeline for upgrading stuff, but I'm not quite sure what that's going to be. Meh, whatever. So regardless, what's particularly good is it's got fast production, it's got fast life and all of that stuff. So that in itself are useful traits. And when I've got some drones out of it, then that would be good. What I'm going to do is take some of my common drones here, and I'm going to grab these blank gene samples, place it in here. I'm also going to grab the labware that I've made previously. Like so, and I'm going to dump these common drones in. Now what I'm hoping for out of this is the common drone trait, which is, once I've got the common species trait, that'd be good. So let's grab these genes out. We'll have to get it so it automates dropping these into a chest, but In fact, that might be worth doing right now. Chest. At some point we'll end up putting it into the subsystem over there, but for now while we're on...
Yeah, you can do it now. No, just extend the item ducts a bit and you're done.
Yeah, but I want to be able to see what I'm getting before I put them in, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Because once you get a certain trait, then you want to stop destroying those drones. So, let's say I'm looking for the traits of its species. And if I can get that, then I can do the next line of bees that I want to do. So I'm actually going to put more in here, because it does consume the bee each time that it does that. So and with a bit of luck it will show up. I'm not having much luck. No.
Oh.
Some of these might end up being useful, not a lot of them though. But once, what we'll do is we'll anything... Oh, got it. Perfect.
Hey.
Alright, so let me stop grinding down common drones because I won't need that anymore. So what I'm going to do is we're going to imprint this. And I believe you can just... do I have to do it with a template? Okay, so I'm going to have to do it with a template. But that's why we got spare templates, so I'm not particularly unhappy about that. So by combining this gene sample with a genetic template, it will place the chromosome onto that template and actually give you the blank gene sample back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this genetic template, grab some more labware. And I'm going to grab myself a princess of some kind, and whatever I've got a decent amount of. Like, let's do it from a pristine stock, because they're always better. If I can get away with using pristine, I will. And there we go. What I'm now about to do is imprint that feature of a common princess to sort of the common species to the meadows, and this will come out as a commons princess, like so. And also have kept a lot of the other traits from the meadows, but well, you know, that's fine. So now I've got a spare common princess. I am going to take one of our cultivated drones, put it in the advanced mutatron, and now I get a choice between two. We get either a choice of noble queen or a diligent queen. Now these two are the two main bee lines that you want to beeline for, which is pretty nice. So the noble queen takes you down the royal branch, that eventually gives you royal jelly, and the diligent takes you down the industrial path, which takes you to like fast producing bees, and I forget what do they make, the industrial bees? I think they make something special as well. Industrious. Let me see if I can find out what they produce. Oh, pollen clusters. Yeah, they make pollens. What's more important for us at the moment is the royal line. So I'm going to choose the noble queen. And there we go. And now I've got a noble queen of pristine stock. That can go in here because we'll need some drones off of that. With a light upgrade, lifespan upgrade, and I need some more automation upgrades, which I've already pre-made earlier.
Oh, we got some magical wax. Magic wax.
Oh, okay. Did you set up one of the unusual drones somewhere then?
Nope.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh well. And again, I'll set this up.
Maybe from the bloody?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe it's considered a magic bee. There we go. And now that's set up. So let me explain actually the difference between these two waxes before I wrap up this episode. If I can remember the recipe, I think it's this. Oh god, I really can't remember the recipe then. So basically it's something called capsules is what I'm looking for. So you got these wax capsules here. Oh, there you go. There's a recipe. You can use them in, like bottles to store all the liquids in, so it's a way of storing liquids. But these wax ones, obviously being made out of wax, if you put anything like lava into it, it doesn't work because it's hot and would melt the wax. So the magic capsules can store things like, it should be, look, lava appears in this list but not in this top list. So that's the difference between the two. It's a way of storing liquids. There you go. Cool. Is there anything? Maybe I've completed a quest. Let me check.
No, you only need to make a normal mutatron, not an advanced one.
Oh, okay.
And,
Let me do that and then... So a basic mutatron. As it happens, the mutatron is part of the recipe for the advanced mutatron. So I did make a mutatron at some point, but there we go. We can hand that in.
You never had it in your inventory.
No, I never did. No, it was getting the blank gene samples that we can put to use over here later, but that's fine. Okay, anything? Oh, now it's telling us to make all these different type of things. Oh, there is something I was going to make that I was going to make last episode, but I forgot. But I'm going to do it really quickly this episode, and this is going to seem really weird and out of place. But see, we've got structural mark 1s, 2, and 3. Now, if you make a structural upgrade for 4, I think that is a requisite or prerequisite for the hoarding, and it is.
Nice.
So now that's how we unlock for the hoarding quests.
Yay.
So yeah, that's something that we can work on in the future. But yeah, if you're ever wondering what the prerequisite of for the hoarding quest is, it's the Mark 4 upgrade, which I found out this week. Cool. All right, let's wrap up this episode here, Rolf. Hope you've enjoyed watching, and as per usual, leave a rating if you've had a good time. If you had a bad time, you can also leave a negative rating. That's fine by me. It's sad, but you know, at least I'll know that you don't like it. Also, if you want to leave a comment and leave some feedback, that is always useful to us as well. And yeah, I hope you'll join us next time. For me and Rolf, bye-bye.
Bye.